Come on, everybody, let's start the show. A quick ahoy hoy and away we'll go. Richard's got a minifig and Flynn's got a pin. The gang's all here and it's time to begin. Tricky Bricks roll call. Moto, Holly, Kara, and sometimes Blair, Clicky, Logan, Ms. Thing and Angela, and Thunderman Ho! Now you're here to grab your bricks and let's go to the Tricky Bricks Build and Chat Show!
Ahoy, ahoy, friends! How's it going, everybody? It is Friday. Oh my goodness. Never have I been so glad for it to be a Friday. Well, maybe not never. Maybe never is overstating things a little bit.
But it's a pretty good Friday.
It is a good Friday. So, cheers. I hate that this one doesn't have printing on the back. There, cheers. It looks like I have a big boring white mug.
There, I don't.
Coffee.
I have one with my name on it.
Oh, my goodness. Well.
Thanks, Vicky.
I hope everybody is having a good Friday out there. It's been, I know it's been, gosh, like only a few days, well, a week actually, since October 1st happened and everybody's bank accounts were drained by running to the Lego store and buying all of the October 1st things. Oh my goodness.
Well, there's been, I don't know, maybe I was just more checked into it than sometimes, but I feel like there was more anticipation on this one. There were just so many cool sets that were going to be coming out.
It's just non-stop amazing sets coming out.
You know what? I can't keep up. Other people can keep up. I'm just gonna chill. It doesn't have to be a mad scavenger hunt for every single one.
Well, yeah. I mean, you know, you end up having to pick and choose if you don't want to go completely broke at the beginning of each month.
Right.
So, gosh, but we've got some stuff going on today. We've got news. We've got our Friday feature, Thing from the Crypt. We've got Logan Cookie Time.
We're going to build a set.
And we are going to take a look inside the NES today.
Well, there, you've seen it.
This is the television part of it.
Oh, it looks so much like those TVs that we used to have.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk about that. But to start off, I see a lot of people saying, I didn't buy anything. My backlog is so big I can afford to wait. Yeah, I kind of feel the same way.
Yeah, well, winter is coming.
It is. But hey, let's kick off with some pins.
Okay.
Because it is October, so I've got mine. I've got my spooky pin today.
Here, this is me today. Right there. Stitch.
Wait,
Clicky.
Clicky's not on the job at the moment.
He's coming around the corner right now. Go. I see it's Stitch right there. Logan has notches in his ears. Well, he has in one ear. He has a notch.
And then I've got, for the spooky season, I've got Maleficent.
I like her wand. I don't know anyone else who has a wand like that.
Well, it's like a staff, not so much a wand, but it does have
like a shillelagh
out of it. But it's pretty cool. So, especially the Raven.
Is that? I think I'm gonna move that.
Let's see. Are your new windows keeping y'all warm? There's an ask.
It's quieter for one thing,
and we
haven't gotten to the point in the season where the heater comes on yet. But I think it's going to be a lot more efficient with those new windows.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes when we have to start turning on the heat.
Hey, I wanted to say a quick thank you to all the Tricky Lug members who answered my plea on Facebook for new vegetable recipes. I got so many exciting new recipes when we went shopping this morning.
He was very excited about the vegetable recipes. I can promise.
Of course, you can't go nuts. You got to be able to cook them all, right?
Oh my goodness! Oh look, here he is.
Hi, Clicky.
Finally showing up to work.
No, you revealed the trick.
There's no trick.
Well, he sometimes needs help from a hand, you know, if he's not fully awake yet.
Exactly. So we have got, let's see, sorry, I need another cup of coffee. We did get up early and go to the grocery store before all this, so I'm always a little blown after that.
You're always early. I'm so excited about the NES. You know why? Technic Play Functions. Technic equals play functions.
It definitely has a lot of those. And a good amount of gearing and other things, but we'll
get into that.
So what have we got?
Well, we have Lego news.
Oh, we do.
And there's
We
people
have
in the
Lego
chat.
news. We have Lego news, and then we'll say hello to everybody.
All right.
So the big Lego news this week,
And it's big. It's big, big, big.
and I say big in a not exaggerated way. The big news for this week is
the Titanic.
the Titanic model. Now this
It's
was
600,000 pieces.
it's. Let's get the real number.
Okay, but it's bigger. I saw a comparison that shows that it's bigger than a lot of big Star Wars sets, even.
Yeah, so there is, this is the largest, I mean, and no surprise, it's the largest set that Lego has ever produced. I don't know how they could have gotten away with it not being the largest one.
Well, it's not the RMS meh. It's the RMS Titanic.
Yeah, so there is,
Right? Titanic, it's huge.
we've got it's 53 inches long. So first of all, I'm just trying to think like where I would even have in my house 53 inches worth of room to put something out. Like, I just don't understand.
I don't know. That's pretty big.
So
You could dedicate your bathtub to it.
you could dedicate your bathtub to it. It is massive. So 53 inches long. That's 135 centimeters for
That's a
our
lot.
European friends.
That's like 1.33 meters plus.
And then it's 6 inches wide and 17 and a half inches tall. I'm assuming
17
that's
and a half
all the
inches
way
tall.
up to the top of the flagpole, I'm going to guess.
That's pretty big.
So
Well, you can see in the side there, all of those portholes are like 1x2 with a Technic hole in it.
this was really crazy. So this is going to be $629.99. So $630, 9,090 pieces.
Wow.
And I can't decide whether this is like humorous or tacky, but like it splits in half so that you can look inside of it.
Well, if it splits in half, I'm not going to look inside. I'm going to like
You're gonna
make
play
a
iceberg.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know, $629, might seem like a steep price tag, but you can put too many figures on the front and do that scene.
So
Right on the front.
Must we?
Yes.
So it has a detailed interior cross sections, including first class grand staircase, dining saloon, and engine room.
It's as long as Kevinator is tall.
Wow, that is so. Have a friend to join on all your family trips. You have to
Wow, so you could
make
have
an extra
Kevinator
space.
lay down on a shelf and test to see.
So this
if
is
it'll
going to be. It's going to be quite the. It is quite the large model, I gotta say. So I can't say this is something that'll be on my list. I think for $630, I could probably spend that better other places or on other Lego models that don't take up as much room.
I might have to do like that meme that I saw. It's like what you want, and it shows the Titanic, and what you can afford, and it's like a little micro build,
A little tiny boat
with a tumble. But if I had this set, I would have to do the Poseidon Adventure, right?
So you would display it upside down.
Shelley Winters minifigure upside down. Right, you could put an upside down ballroom on the inside of it.
You sure could. All right.
So we might have to wait a little on this one.
Yeah,
but it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know this. It's nice, but I don't think it's something that I'll be that I feel a burning desire to have in my collection.
Well,
but I'm sure there will be people who are really, especially people who are into boats, really into it.
Yeah.
So let's now. Chris Chalice was saying something earlier about RMS means Royal Mail Ship. I didn't know it was a mail.
Oh, I didn't know that. And Hooded One says it splits into thirds.
Oh, 3 pieces. Well, even better. So yes, Wilfred says I can't imagine it being a not boring build. Similar builds times a lot.
Well, hopefully it's pretty detailed on the inside.
Well, and when you see pictures, so I'm going to show you the back. When you see pictures of, so you can see the split down there at the bottom. when you see the box,
Oh,
like you
yeah.
can see the top of the box here. It's a box. It is like a thick, crazy box. Yeah.
Wow. I don't know. This feels less repetitive than the Colosseum.
Sure, and I mean, I don't know if you've noticed. You can see right here they have used for the signage. It's the keys from the typewriter that spell out Titanic on a little sign
So
out
you know
in
that's
front.
big because they're 2x2s, right?
Yeah, 34 pounds, says John Luttrell. Oh my goodness. That is crazy.
It's just like to put in your local ship museum.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so let's see who is here today. We've got Fourth World Adam is here. Oh, look, let's go back to, we don't need to look at the Titanic while we do.
All
while we
right.
say hello to everybody.
Hey, it's us.
Fourth World Adam is here. Abby the Brick Squirrel. Apples is here from Europe. Hello. Brick Jedi. Brickaroo Bonsai. Brick Von Baron. Chris needs spare 580 for Titanic Chalice.
Cowboy Cornado is here.
Cowboy Cornado. Darren Siegfried. Fabufan MKE. Hooded One. Joel Pokeball. Dameron Marbella. John Luttrell and Vicky. Hello. Yano River Blue. Hi, Yano is here. Mairead Walsh. How's it going?
Hey,
Monica
Mairead.
Berry. Hi, Monica. We've got Rob Zaccardi and the
the
Zaccardis.
Zaccardis.
How's it going? Lana, Elaine, and Vanessa. We've got Shane
Shane
Levan,
Levan.
Spud Hill Farm, Team Jade Bricks, and at long last,
Wilfred.
Wilfred is here. Bonsoir, Wilfred, and Zerkino.
Kim.
We still say it, by the way. If you
I know.
don't, if you haven't seen the old
You
ones, we
always
still
get a
say it
shout
at
out.
the end of every single one because it's just you gotta. Those are like the final two. So,
Well, there's so many names who have been here since like a year ago, March.
I know
You
it's
know?
been almost. I mean, we're pulling in on well over a year and a half.
Yep.
So crazy. Oh my goodness. All right. So I know, right, Shane? It's like everybody is here. Shane Levan. All right. So
Yes.
it's time, I think, for. I think we may have to put up
Put that up. Oh, it's getting pretty
our
bright, isn't it?
sunblock. It's getting a
All
little
right.
bright. But
Future's so bright. I gotta wear shades.
so we're gonna put up our sunblock here. But before that, we do have our thing from the Crypt. But I'm gonna wait for Richard to get back for that one because I know he's really excited about it. Now I don't know. I can't remember if I showed this. I think I showed this on. Hey, Rob Ketcherside, how's it going? I've been doing a little bit more 3D printing again, and I've got starting to make some Halloween decorations, and then going to be doing some Christmas things. Oh, maybe a birthday present, maybe.
But I don't know anything.
But he
about
doesn't
it.
know anything about it. By the way, everybody, this Sunday, well, actually Monday is Richard's birthday, but we will be doing a little bit of celebrating on Sunday's show. So be sure and tune in for that one. That one's going to be really fun. Hey, Matthew Builds Bricks is here. Good to see you. So
I'm gonna be
nice.
68 years old.
Oh, that's nonsense. Nonsense. All right, so this, so speaking of newsworthy items like
Yes.
the Titanic, this was a newsworthy item, but it's time for Thing from the Crypt.
It's the thing from the Crypt, folks.
Okay, now this one is, I mean, I won't say this is the oldest thing that we've ever shown, but it's certainly it's in frailer condition than most of the things that we show on here. So I'm gonna keep it here. Hi T Toys, Joanna and Ben are getting married this weekend. Awesome, congratulations, Joanna and Ben. That's awesome. All right, so. Let's go to the top cam, shall we?
That's so cool.
So my mom sent this. This is from the Daily News, New York, Monday, July 21st, 1969. Men walk on the moon. One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. And just think, when this came out, that was new. And not like a thing that people said all the time.
And then, look, there's this picture that looks like it's from the National Enquirer.
A human being named Neil Armstrong steps onto moon's surface and into history at 10:56 and 20 seconds p.m. last night, and they even included.
Well, look, and they said a human being. They didn't say a man. See, humans,
right, a humans
walked on the moon.
Okay, and I gotta say, what I love about this is in little tiny print it says news photo by Mel Finkelstein off TV screen. So this blur right here is
off Mel's black and white TV.
It was probably not dissimilar to the one that we're going to be working on today. I love
so
that
cool.
I love that the front page of the news is from a picture that somebody took off of their TV.
Well, you know, there was no internet.
I know, but it's still really funny. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, the picture is like, that just looks like a blob. But hey, whatever.
It's like a fax.
And let's be very careful because this is torn. And the men walked down Moon Street, it says. 2 men walked on the moon. Lots of heavy coverage from the moon. And I love we've got the daily almanac here.
Oh, that's good.
So that you can know what phase the moon was in when people were working on it. But just check it out. There's just some of the other things that we have here. With the Moonmates, an explosion of relief. Oh, yes. Lots and lots of walkie-gawky day. Wow. So we're getting a little further away from the moon stuff.
I like this one. I like Linda Scarborough. In Kids' End of the Telescope, it's just a funny old moon.
Anyway, this is some of the things that were going on during that particular time. But yeah, so men walk on the moon. Thank you, Mel Finkelstein.
That's awesome.
For your award-winning photograph.
I'm gonna start doing news reports where I take a photograph of my iPhone.
Yeah. I know. I mean, I know it was. I'm sure very, very difficult, but it is. I have to say, it is a rather humorous front page photo.
Well, they weren't getting a lot of news from satellites, right? Like it took a little bit more effort to get information around.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All right, so there you go. That is today's thing from the crypt. Thanks, Mom. My mom sent that, I believe, on your birthday one year, right?
Who knows? Maybe within a short period of time, we'll see a headline that says "Women walk on the moon."
There you go. I would like to see that headline.
Humans walk on the moon.
Human beings. A human being walks on the moon, according to the front of the paper. So there you go. I think
that's pretty exciting.
I'm gonna.
How's that going?
Good. Yeah, I know. Tricky Mom did it. She's good. She's a good gift giver.
She
I gotta say.
Amazing secret surprise packs.
She does. She does.
She has her sources.
Oh, Brickaroo Bonsai says my dad went to high school with Neil Armstrong. Neil's a few years older than my dad. Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, that's so cool.
I actually, somebody that I work with yesterday revealed to me that I am the same age as their parents, and very distressing. But
really,
that's what happens when you get to be our age.
Who was that? Who told you that? Was that Betty White?
Hey, in like 3 days, you're going to be older than me. So.
I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be 55.
So, Fourth World Adam is here. Hey, hello. Okay. Enough of this nonsense.
Yep.
All right. So, we're going to get into the meat of today's show. And that is...
I have something to show first.
Uh-oh. Oh, is it the sun?
Yeah. It got all bright. What we're going to do today goes with this.
And where's the actual controller, too? I didn't see the controller. So
it's here.
This is the main part of this is the part of the model I know that most people were really excited about. And it is a really cool, model. It's got the great, the great plug and the controller, and it's classic. I think it looks really cool. It's got, let's go to the top cam. Top cam. Monica, Richard's birthday is Monday.
It's the 11th.
Monday. But we will be celebrating, as I mentioned, on the show on Sunday. So if you tune in on Sunday, there will be that. So this was the NES. It's got the cartridge inside. Now there is on the inside the mechanics. Now we're not going to really be looking at the mechanics of this particular one.
No.
Even though it's cool, I will say it's a little bit finicky, and sometimes it wants to pop up, sometimes it doesn't want to pop up, but it does have a way to pop up. Wait a minute, I think I need to blow in the cartridge here to get it to work right.
Oh, someone put a peanut butter sandwich in there.
But here's the cartridge. I haven't yet applied the sticker to that. I need to. I think at the time when I put this together, I had misplaced the sticker. Yeah. There.
Yeah, you got to blow that out.
That was
Mom,
the thing to get it to work, right?
Mom, it's not working.
So pretty cool. But I gotta say,
oh, and look at the back with the little RCA.
Yep.
Oh,
and the little switch. The so pretty cool model all around. But let's go ahead and put that inside. This. But for me, the real excitement about it is the television. Now, I grew up. Well, we both grew up with TVs like this, and you can see this how it has the big stick out part on the back. And I gotta say, like, I love Lego models of real world things that really, really look like the real world thing that they are trying to be. Yep. And this one, especially on the back, succeeds marvelously. And if you are
cable connection,
if you are an older person who remembers older televisions, you'll remember these bigger, like these big stick out bits in the back. And I gotta say, this sticker, now, you know, we have a lot of debates about stickers here on the show, but this sticker, really, to me, it was one of those things where the sticker made the back of this. I mean, look how cool that is, right?
It just makes it so much more realistic. Do you remember after plasma TVs or flat screens got really, really popular?
There we go.
How thrift stores and sidewalks were full of giant TVs that had these big backs. Like, no one wanted their huge TV that had a big, deep back anymore.
Right, so that is the back, and I was so delighted when I was putting this together on Twitch and just checking out all of the little different things. It was just really fun. There's the place for the plug to go in, right, to plug into the wall.
For
the antenna.
And if you stand in just the right part of the room and put foil on it, then maybe it'll pick up some TV.
Yeah, if you're lucky. All right, so, but what we're going to look at right now is the inside of this and how it works. So we're kind of at a place in the model where we're about to start working on the tile work that creates the image.
For the animation.
And so this is actually the perfect time to look at the inside of this because everything is exposed at the moment. And we can talk a little bit about how that's going to work, and then we're going to start working on some of the little animated bits. So so first of all, let's take a look at the inside. So we've got this handle here, right?
Okay, so I see that's geared with like a couple of follower gears there, or idler gears.
Yeah,
excuse me.
We've got a series of gears here, 3 of them, 1, 2, and 3. Then we've got three smaller gears right here.
Right, that just lowers the axle, right?
Exactly. So instead, because you couldn't have the handle, now this is just a little bit of like Technic stuff, but if you had the handle down here, you wouldn't be able to turn it, right? Like the handle would hit the ground. I mean, even though this does have little legs on it, but it would be too far down.
Well, that's what I mean by idler gears here, is since those gears are all the same size, they're not gearing it up or down, they're just moving it.
Exactly. So we're just moving things right now. We're not making things slower or faster. Okay? There we go. So when you turn, you get those, you can see those gears on the ground turning and those gears stacked up. And you can see that it's also connected there in the back, right there, and connected to yet another one another gear right there.
Now I gotta say, I don't understand why they're splitting the gear train. Do you understand that? And also, why is this little half stud? That almost looks like a ratchet.
Well, yes. So what that is basically to keep you from being able to go backwards. Because
it bumps into the tube.
Because the game goes in one direction, right? So what happens is you can see here that there's a little pin to half stud, or a pin to stud here, or stud and a half maybe, that is attached, and it's attached to a little Technic piece that moves.
Well, you can see it bouncing a little bit.
Yeah, so you can see it bouncing. So when I turn, it does that. But if I try to turn it the other way, it stops it from turning backwards.
That makes sense. So the only function of splitting the gear train, function of splitting the gear train with that extra axle is to have that ratchet, right?
Yeah.
Because other than that, all the motion happens with these other, these other gears.
Right, over on
in
this
the
side.
front, exactly.
And you can see that also. So this gear train has been extended out. So basically, here's your power, right?
Right.
We're sending the power down here
To a bigger gear, so it slows it down
then
a little bit.
we're sending it out here to get the thing so that it doesn't go backwards. Then we're sending it forward, and you can see there's even more gears underneath here to turn this.
Well, and if you turn this a little more sideways, like this, then you can see, just barely see under there, you've got some 90-degree angle gears. They're meshing at 90 degrees to turn that axle 90 degrees, right?
Yep. Right. So yeah, so it's got a ratchet on the gear, turning this, and we've got, and I believe that's the only one that turns. This one is just powered by the whole little thing moving.
So
I'll
this
show you
is
how
all
that
the
works.
drive, and then these just follow passively.
Exactly. So that is kind of and you can also see too that we've got wheels, these little wheels here that will help glide along that little thing that's on the inside.
I find the thing, so we're going to be using these conveyor belts, right? And I find when you put a conveyor belt running this way, it always wants to sag.
All right.
So I think those wheels are going to help support it.
And well, there's actually a lot more supporting it that we will look at. So you can see here that thing that we were just talking about the gear train, and now this is sort of the inner workings of the little part where you make the mosaic. And we've got
so conveyor belts are going to go
this way,
right?
exactly. So we've got these Technic frames, which by the way are really fantastic and handy pieces. I know for a long time we had these and said, like, what are these even for? Like, why would we use them? But we've recently found very good use for them.
So I have a question for you. I don't know if you'll know the answer, but with the larger frames that we just got that have these perpendicular holes, you noted that the holes are actually in regular system and
are in regular
not in
system.
Technic, right? So are these also in regular system, or is this is more like Technic spacing?
Well, it
right?
looks to me like Technic spacing, but I'd have to look closer at it. I mean, it's like from the side we've got our
because there's a
Technic
beam
beams
right
holding it together, right? And using those. Now these are the you're probably familiar with these, but these are the double pins that have the little sort of like nub on the end, so they're easy to pull on and off. And you can also, although we don't make use of it, you can use in this particular model, you can put an axle on the end of this.
I call those things the key to modularity. Like if you want a modular mechanism, those things will allow you to take it apart really easily.
Right. And so we have these sort of chunky round gears on here and here, and there's a reason.
Holly calls them push pins.
Hey Holly, good to see you. Oh my goodness, how nice. So we've got here and here, and you can see that the way that this is going to go on is this central axle is going to go here. These two axle connectors are going to connect to these axles coming up,
and then these others just go in holes.
The what?
These guys just
go in holes. And then once this one is straightened out the way it's supposed to be, once we turn it, now you can see that this is turning these two.
And then these will
gears.
just follow along.
Yep. So I mean, it's complicated, but when you really start breaking it down, you can understand why they did particular things, like the ratchet, like making it making it
And
go
then
a certain way.
this is the piece that you can't substitute any other piece for. If you know another piece that'll substitute for that, let me know.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I had to find one. You can see I for some reason missed a green one. So hello, Hornburgers, ahoy hoy! How's it going? Okay, so we've got this. We've got the back of the TV. Now let's take a look at the sort of the thing that we will be making our animation or our mosaic animation on. Now, you can see that it's like a lot of surface here.
Yep.
Now, when this is all flexible, okay.
How's it flexible, Flynn?
It is flexible because we are using this tread. Now, this there's a lot that goes on. Now, we use this kind of tread extensively for in Snake Queen. Like, this was kind of our main thing that we made our conveyor belt.
It's how we got figures from one place to another.
And as Richard was mentioning, when you use one of these, it tends to want to be kind of floppity back and forth because this is going to stand on its end. Right,
Yeah.
and with one, it tends to be a little floppy, but with this one, so with this, they've used two,
and that's counterintuitive because it makes it a lot heavier, right?
Right, and now we see why we used these particular gears because these are actually the ones that fit into the space between these.
Got it. And
Right.
they've spaced these out in just a way that it works perfectly.
Right. There's specific gears that you have to use.
Am I right to assume this is the bottom?
Yeah, I
with
believe
these?
it is because that would then glide on those wheels. This is what would hit the wheels. I think.
So upside down tiles to make a smooth bottom rather than this jaggedy one.
So I want to show you a little bit. So I'm going to pop one of these off, and I'll do this one too. Thin one and a thicker one. So you can see that these treads have two holes in them. Now you can put like studs will fit in there. You can also like upside down pin to half studs will fit on there, but it is a little loosey goosey.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what they've done here, and I just kind of want to show you how this is constructed.
This is so smart. I was psyched to learn this.
Yeah,
one.
this was pretty cool. So basically, it's I think this is a 2x16 plate with these. These
upside down ones,
right? An upside down one, another one that I'm always never sure how to use, but it's got like
excuse me, Flynn,
4
I need to step
studs
away.
here. Yep, and it's got a pin that sticks out of the bottom. So we are going to connect that here and here. Hey, Axle Plate, how's it going? Here you go. So it fits on like this. And then there are these. Now, I know this is a Technic lift arm, and you can see that it's got axle holes and then regular holes. But this one is only half size, right? So normally it would look like that, but these ones are the half size ones, all right? And we will, we'll attach that on this way and this on this way, and then we're going to attach those into these holes. Okay, yes. And then this one is similar, except for this time you're just using this piece, which I actually haven't seen before. So for the smaller one, it's a 1x4 plate with 2 sticking out of it, which perfectly fits in here. And I gotta tell you, I wish, now maybe it did exist, but I just didn't know of its existence. I wish that we would have had these when we did Snake Queen, because we did so many of like pin to studs with plates on them, and they were all like sort of jiggly. Yeah, so this is half the size of a lift arm top to bottom. When you put 2 of them together, it makes like the height of a lift arm. Axle plate. This is the inside of the NES, the television part. And this is what makes the little animation happen. So again, with these pieces, we're just gonna push this through, and now I want a ton of these. And here. And then we just have a couple of plates with a small plate on the bottom. It fits here. All right, and then by using some of these, you'll recognize these, right? We call them snot up hangs, but you know, or down hangs, depending on which they are. These particular ones would be up hangs, but snot brackets here with the tiles. So once you get this all together, now I need to open my instructions here. Let's see. I've got my I'm using the instructions app on my iPad, which I really love, I gotta say. So I know we were talking before, these actually are not the bottom. These are the top. So the way that this would work is we would, whoops, I don't want to, there we go. Like I was showing you before, we would fit this down here. This. And now by turning this, I can make that happen, right? And then we would then wrap this part around. I'm sure they have a better way of putting this on. I'm probably putting it on the most like bass-ackwards way that's possible. But there, like this, and then we would link these together like this. And now we get this. Which is a really, really, really cool way of making this. Like I had thought about something like this a while ago, wanting to do a similar thing, and wasn't sure exactly how that was going to go. And I wish this had been out at the time for me to be able to study that. But yeah, it is, you're right, Holly, it's a brilliant design in my opinion. Just really, really clever. And now that I've pulled the entire thing apart, that's okay though. It's all for a good cause, right? See, you got to pull things apart to see how they work. But yeah, that is. I'm gonna pop this out. There we go. And there. All right, so that is basically how. Oops, I'm missing a piece on the top. That is how the animation works on the inside. Oh, Joel says that 1x4 plate with the pin and bushing, with the pin on the bottom, was made specifically for this set, and it's only available in this set right now. So there you go, a very unique piece. And he's again talking about this piece, the little end bit here. Now it looks like, oh, this one didn't come off right exactly where it was supposed to. We're gonna put that on here, back in there. There we go. So yeah, if you ever wanted to make anything that has, yeah, the mechanism on the outside appears to be simple, but there are so many engineering considerations to take into account, which makes this very educational. I agree. And I hope we'll be seeing more of those, Holly. Like I would have given anything while we were working on Snake Queen to be able to do that. It would have been really cool. So now we're going to get to the very zen part of the show, if you will. where we are going to the Zen part of the show, where we're going to tile the animated portion of this. So, I know that Richard has his. Now, I know that he's going to have to... We're supposed to do Richard's part before we do this part. We were going to kind of work on them at the same time. Let me see if I can do this. Oh, no, I don't know his password. That's okay. You know what? I can go ahead and I can count. I'm going to go ahead and start on my part of it, and then he'll be able to start on his part of it when he comes in. But again, really, really fantastic, really well done, really well thought out, mechanically fantastic inside of that NES. Right? And you're right, Albert. Like, this is one of those cases, like, I know we talk about learning things from putting Lego sets together, but this is one, I have to say, that really stuck with me. Like, when I saw this, I was just completely in awe of how it worked. All right, well, this is going to be exciting, everybody. We are going to... Now, do I have this right? Oh, look at that, everybody. This one actually needs to come off of here and go on the other side. When I took it apart, it didn't quite make it. That's all right, though. This one goes on this side. Fortunately, it's very easy. Now, I think, I like these little colored bits are, I think, helpful as a guide. So, does anybody have any questions about the inside of this, or anything else you'd like to kind of get a closer look up at? I tried to give a nice close-up of those, but 1, 2, 3, here. Yeah, and now we're going to get into some tiny little tiling here. Now, I was noticing when I was looking at this that there are some special printed tiles in here. I know everybody will be happy about the printing. And I'm gonna put these on. So we've got the coins, right? Oh, is it that time? Oh, all right. Here, I will. Yeah, see, we got the little coins, Koopa shells. There's all kinds of really cool little custom tiles in this. Little mushroom top, right? Look at that. Very cool. And there's a bunch of those little guys in here, like a little printed tiles. Oh, and here we go. Question block. Very good. Also, I find tiling to be relaxing too. I find this one a little bit, I think, will be a little bit easier to deal with because the colors change. Like, I know when I was doing the tiling for the ground of Ninjago City and Ninjago City Gardens, it was like, oh, is the 1x2 tiling ever going to be done? But this is at least a little more interesting, I think, because it makes a it makes a picture rather than just the laying out. So, as mentioned in the chat, it is time for the pause that refreshes. That's right, everybody. It's Logan cookie time. Oh, here he comes. Hi, buddy. Look, everybody's here to see you. Oh, he's very excited today. We're going to tip down a little bit so we can see you a little bit better. Look, I got cookies, and all of your fans are here, and you need a bath. All right, here we go. And 1, 2, 3. Yay, Logan. Good boy. He will not say. He's got his eyes on the prize, y'all. He is very excited. And 2. Whoa, an earthquake. And 3. Oh, let's do one more. And 3. Yay! What a good boy. Woo-hoo. You did good. That was a good catch. Good boy. Logan cookie time, everybody. cookie time. Oh, got to tip back up again. All right, you can see that we had to move the... Oh, no, it's over there. We moved Rick the Brick over here because when we now have a dragon on top of our... I don't even know. There. Dragon on top of our theater. All right. It's time for Top Cam again. Top Cam. All right, and I'm going to move this over where I can actually see it. I was having a tough time. All right. Now, fortunately, I got to say, they do, in the instructions, you can see that that shows where the tiles go, but then the part that you've already done is sort of faded out. So you can see how it comes into the whole picture, but you don't accidentally get confused about where things are supposed to go. All right. So I do find these particular bits to be relaxing for sure. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, there's a single one on top of here. So Dragon defeats Richard the Brick. Good to know. Well, we did that Skull Sorcerer's Dragon build, which was so cool. And then Richard really wanted to display it. So we moved him in favor of the dragon. So Richard's choice, I'm just saying. That now, y'all, while he's in the other room, do you want me to tell you what I got him for his birthday, or do you want to wait and be surprised on Sunday? Because I'm going to give him his gifts on the air. But I'm happy to share it with you now while he's in the other room. If you want to be in on the secret. But I'll leave that to you. I don't want to spoil anything for anyone who wants to be just as surprised as he is when he gets the thing. So you let me know what you think, and I think we might have a couple more minutes before he's gonna come back in, and he's on the phone, so he's not listening to me. Well, I mean, if you saw my Twitch show on Tuesday, then you probably know already one of the things that he's getting. But I'm excited. I'm excited for this year's birthday. I was able to find a bunch of really cool stuff. Prizes are always fun. Okay, well, if you think you'll be here Sunday, then we will wait, and you can all be surprised along with Richard when he gets his gifts on Sunday. I think it's going to should be a fun show. And there you go. All right, so you can already see the pictures. Okay, I won't tell. No worries at all. And he's getting a bunch of stuff, so should be good. Although one of the things I wish I was able to kind of do, I may give it to him early because it has something to do with D&D, and we have a game tomorrow night. So I might try to finish that part of it up. I mean, we'll show it on the show, but I want to try and finish that bit up before tomorrow. We'll see what happens. I've got today to work on. A little bit more of the project. So it involves painting. So we'll see how. I'm not exactly sure how that's going to work out, but we'll see. I will say this. Part of it is a 3D print, and I've never yet sanded and painted one of my 3D prints. This will be the first time. So I'm crossing my fingers that it's going to turn out the way that I hope that it will. It's a thing. Oh, do you want to see a cute 3D print I made for Halloween? I know I showed this on Sunday, but I did make this cool little coffin. Now this is a design that I got off of Thingiverse, which is really cool, but it's got a locking mechanism, and you turn the coffin lid and the little keys pop out, and then it's got this little cool 3D printed spring inside. So I know some of you already saw that, but I did get another one. I did do another one. And I still have to print the top, but I did make this awesome little jack-o'-lantern that you can put a little tea light into, right? That's pretty cool. And it has a lid, but yeah, anyway. That was really cool. I'm getting excited making decorations. I just got a whole bunch of colored filament at a really, really good price. So I am kicking into gear for holiday gifts and Halloween decorations and all that good stuff. Yeah, the jack-o'-lantern's cool, right? I mean, I specifically went and got orange filament for the purpose of being able to print some Halloween stuff. And now I'm working on that little coffin I showed you. I'm working on I made a black version, so it's all black, and then I'm gonna print this lid part in orange. I don't know what's gonna be in the coffin, Wilfred. I haven't decided yet. It is actually a really good dice box, so it would definitely hold a couple sets of dungeon dice. It would also be fun for putting candy in. You know, anybody that likes spooky stuff is always excited about anything like, you know, just little boxes. But it's pretty cool. And there's also a plain version of the lid that you can sort of put your own design onto. So yeah, a tiny vampire, exactly. A little tiny vampire, but yeah. So this guy that does this does a whole series of these like made like this with this spring function boxes, like little secret lock boxes. So I'm excited to try some of his other designs. So there you go. 3D printing fun. I hadn't printed anything in a little while, and then lately I've been on a roll, just like printing all kind of stuff. Yeah, we can totally do that, Holly. We can absolutely do that. Well, you know, my schedule has gotten so weird ever since I'm like going now in, you know, like into work, right? I go into work 3 days a week. And it's surprising when you get used to not going into work for a long time that suddenly going in and being away from the house, it seems to cut so much into my regular schedule. So, did you finish the new Disney castle? Yes, I did. It is a fantastic model. I really, really enjoyed putting it together. I can definitely highly recommend it as not only a great way to learn micro castle building, if that's something that you're into, but also just as a parts pack, even if you're like not into Disney or not into castles or what have you, it's a fantastic parts pack with some really incredible pieces in it. So really excited about that. And of course, super excited to see the launch finally of that Queer Eye set and have that out on the shelves. I have yet to go into a Lego store and see it on the shelves yet, but I'm really just like knowing that it's there gives me a happy feeling. So that's gonna be fun. I'll be at your sister's store later today. What? Are you going to to Stone Ridge? I gotta say, it was very sad. My one of my favorite employees at the Stone Ridge store is no longer there, and she had been there for a really, really long time. And actually, she was very funny. She totally took me to task for not telling her that we were, because like we just disappeared when we went on Lego Masters. And like when I finally went in after like the show, was like, she's like, where have you been? And I was like, she's like, I found out you were on Lego Masters, why didn't you say anything? And I was like, we couldn't say anything. So I'm really sorry. Oh my goodness. So yeah. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, to there. Oh, got it. I need to go to the the San Francisco store soon. Well, we haven't been like into a Lego store for a really, really long time. I will say that we have definitely erred towards an abundance of caution when it comes to, being in public and around lots of other people and all that stuff. I know we went to our nephew's wedding, and that was quite an experience. Fortunately it was all outside and we were easily able to kind of maintain our distance and all that, but it was definitely different. So yeah, let's see. I've got that. I'm already liking how this is going together. It's such a great little picture. And even though this was a little kind of after my time, I totally get it. I understand why people love it so much. Oh, by the way, did y'all get a gander at the voiceover? The people who are doing the voiceovers for this alleged Mario movie that's coming out? I mean, it's not alleged. It's happening. I just like to say alleged. I gotta say, I was a little surprised by some of the casting. There were just some... Okay, I gotta say, like, I was a big fan of Chris Pratt during Parks and Recreation. Not so much when he became an action hero, but apparently he's going to be the voice of Mario, and I found that very confusing. Especially given that Charles Martinet, who is the original voice of Mario, is going to be in the movie doing voices of other characters. So, like, why didn't you just let him do it? And how must that feel, by the way, for him, for them to be like, oh, I know that you've been the voice of Mario since time immemorial, but we're going to give it to this other guy. And then you can come and do some, other stuff. How about that? I don't know. I don't get it. Oh, Lego released images of the new Batman sets. Oh, very nice. I haven't seen those yet. I have not seen them. But I thought there was some odd choices. Although I do love, I think Seth Rogen is Donkey Kong, which I find very funny. And Jack Black is Bowser. Charlie Day as who I love, and he's as Benny, right? Like, he made that character what it is, I think. But he does seem a little bit more Toad than Luigi to me. But you know what? We don't know. We won't know anything until the movie actually comes out. So, yeah. So what's the new Batman sets, A? And what is that? What does that look like? I mean, I can see if I can find them. Are they up on Lego's website, or I can see if I can try and get them up here. Let's see. Okay, so is this on Lego.com or what? Oh, on Brickset. Okay, let's look up. Let's see if we can get this moving here. Of course it's on Brickset, because Brickset has everything all the time. All right, let's take a look. No, I don't want an ad. Oh my goodness. I gotta say, I find I know they have to make money and all, but if you're not logged into Brickset's site, it is awash in ads. And I love Hugh and Megan and everybody over there, but oh my goodness, it is a bit much, I gotta say. Okay, let's take a look at what we got here. I think I can do this. Yeah, Rob, you just have to be signed in. If you're signed in, all the ads go away. All right, so check this out. Okay, let's see. Come on. There we go. Sorry about that. Just trying to get this where everybody can see it. There we go. So this is Batcave, the Riddler face-off. So this looks pretty cool. I'm digging it. All right, and this is going to be, so this is for next year. This isn't even this year. This is for next year. We've got that. It looks like there is a review of the new Tumblr. You can see that. You know, I don't want to. We kind of talked about this already. This looks a little bit of a mess to me. I'm sorry. My apologies to the designers and the people who worked on it. I know they worked really hard, but this just looks like a mess to me. I don't know. I mean, I'm impressed that they got some angles on there, but ouch. Yeah, not really a fan, gotta say. Let's see if we got any other. Nope, there's a review of the Titanic they got there. A thing about building the Titanic. Lots more about the Titanic. Those are the only two Batman sets I see up right now. But those are. And thank you to Brickset for letting us show some of the cool news on there. All right. Top Cam. More sets in the first article. Oh, I see. We got to go actually into the article. We've got. See if I can find. Here we go. We'll go back over. We'll go back over there, shall we? All right. So we've got the Batman Batmobile. So this is for the. I'm gonna assume the new movie that's coming out. Yeah. And that's not wanting to load. Okay. We've got the Batman and Selena Kyle motorcycle pursuit. All right. Oh, check out Selena. I like. She's great. And we got this. Oh, it looks like we got another medium nougat minifigure female face. That's awesome. And there is that Penguin Batman chase. Now that Penguin, I'm not super excited about. Is this what we're in for? Is this just everybody's going to look like a gangster now? And then there's the face-off as well. Now this looks like the Riddler has also got a very I don't know. These outfits look pretty subdued. I gotta say that I am a fan of the more kind of outrageous Batman villains. I mean, to me, that's what makes them fun. They're just like utter outrageousness, like how silly they are. But I don't know. I guess everything has to be realistic now. All right, back to this. Well, that's right, because we've got Robert Pattinson, formerly of the Harry Potter movies and the Twilight films, and the excellent The Lighthouse, which is, man, that movie is bazonkers if you haven't seen it. I mean, I liked Gotham. I thought it was fun. And I really, really thought the guy who played the Penguin in that was so good. But this new movie, if that's what the villains are going to look like, I'm a little less interested. Well, the Selena in Gotham was like young. She was like a young teenage teenager, if I remember correctly. I mean, there were parts of Gotham I really liked, so other parts not so much. All right, check that out. We've got the nice first half. Hey, Amy McDonald, how's it going? All right. And, oh, get this. Now we get to put the little bits on. You know, what I thought was a... There's our little mushroom. I wish it was a little more mushroom shaped, but, you know, what are you going to do? Oh, I see. So we are now going to tile over, for a little bit of dimension, we're going to tile over some of these, or all of these studs here. Not this one. Oh no, we aren't going to tile over it, but we are in fact going to put some studs over top of it. Moto is here. Hi, Moto. Oh, I'm so glad that you stopped in today. It's always good to see you, friend. Always good to see you. We talked about the inner workings of the NES television today, and we got to kind of see how it all worked out. And now we're working on the little mosaic portion of the animation. Those are for the new movie. That's exactly what they are. And I'm ambivalent. I am ambivalent. But you know, whoops. It remains to be seen. I'm not going to pass judgment before I've seen it or before it's been out. But just on the initial images, I'm a little like, okay. If you say so. All right, so we've got a block. Question block. There. And now we are going to tile over these. Well, this is, I mean, I gotta say, this is already it's already a very clever part of the model. Robert Pattinson. Yano. Absolutely. Robert Pattinson, indeed. Okay, and we've got, oh, there's a coin. And it looks like we have another question block here. Oh, Amy, you just subscribed yesterday after watching Lego Masters. Awesome. Well, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Everybody, please give a big Tricky Bricks, Tricky Lug welcome to Amy McDonald, a new subscriber. Well, thank you so much for subscribing and coming and joining us today. As you can see, we are working on the Lego NES. On the little sort of animation bit here, right? There we go. I know, I forget, you know, that there are still going to be people who will be discovering Lego Masters because, I mean, you know, when I was younger, when you watched a show, when it was over, it was over. But now with, you know, streaming services and everything, we've got people can be watching it for however long it's up there, right? So always glad to have new folks joining in. So awesome and welcome. Very cute. And of course it brings all the character to it once you start putting these little printed tiles on. Right? Pretty cool. Oh, and it looks like we've got some more over here. Now I know I've got I have a package coming today from Lego, y'all. A particular set that is going to be coming out soon. I have 2 more sets to review this year. 3 more sets to review this year. They're going to be coming. And I think I was telling you that I ordered some support sets from Lego for giveaways. So through December and actually later in this month, we've got some Halloween giveaways. I've had some hidden side sets hidden away in the closet, just waiting for October to arrive. So just wanted to show you, we do have extra printed pieces in here. We've got one each extra of all of the printed pieces. So in case you lose them, whoops, in case you lose them, right? Very cool. Nice. All right, well, it looks like moving on to bag number 19. And also, like, you know, I'm a fan of opening these away from. And guess what? We are not going to have to deal with that noise very much longer because, and now we mentioned this on our LEGO News a few weeks back, but if you did not know this already, LEGO is moving to paper bags inside of all sets in 2022. Now, I don't know if that means, you know, starting in January of 2022, but I do know that we will no longer have single-use plastic bags. We will have paper inner bags at long last. So, hooray for that. I have to say, I applaud LEGO for their always sort of trying to move forward where they can and when they can with stuff like that. So sustainability, especially with all those bags, my goodness, how many of those bags have you thrown away in your LEGO lifetime? A lot, right? There's like a lot of bags. I mean, I emptied my my office garbage can earlier today, and I was just appalled by the number of plastic bags that came out. It's like, that's not cool. Way too many plastic bags. Now, did you see that pile of plastic from the Titanic model? I can only imagine that that Titanic model has a titanic amount a titanic amount of plastic bags. So yeah. Oh, just wanted to remind everybody that we are in the middle of a challenge week. Your challenge builds are due next Thursday, and in honor of the Halloween month, the theme is build or make a monster. Build a monster, make a monster. Oh yes, Wilfred, I will make a sound. I will absolutely make a sound bite. Yeah, that's the other thing. If we ever move out of this house, I'll be making a sound bite of the squeaky door. That was a request from my Twitch channel, was that we make a recording of the squeaky door if we ever move, so that we can always play that back for nostalgia's sake. Oh, whoops. Look at that. Look what I did. I put in a printed tile. All right, Clicky. Get to work. Oh, nope. Clicky will not be getting to work. No, that's a different squeaky door sound, actually. That is not the official squeaky door, although we could probably replace it. So check it out. We got a new printed tile, the Power Star. So that's cool. But I almost put that on there by accident. That would have been not good. All right, so it looks like I'm gonna make sure that I don't put another. Oh, there's another printed one. Oh my goodness, so many printed tiles. Yeah, no, the thing from the Crypt Creek is like a sound effect that I got online. Hey, more, how's it going? Yes, I am building this. We are. It's such a great model. Earlier. Before you arrived, we were working on. We looked at the mechanics of the inside of the TV and how it all works. We talked about the gears, the handle, what the gears do. We talked about the little stopper here, right? Hello, Two Humble Bricks. Welcome. Taryn Anthony. Hello. Wow, lots of names here in the chat. How's it going? Welcome. We are talking about the NES and how it works, right? Oh, you just started a television yourself? Oh, cool. It's so good, right? And for anybody of, the age before flat screen TVs. It is absolutely a nostalgia hit. And you know, I am while I am an avid video game player, the NES was a little after my time. Like I was already out of high school and, you know, doing, you know, out of high school things. By the time the NES was really popular. So that kind of, it passed me by a little bit in that way. But that TV gave me such a nostalgia hit when I put it in, especially that, especially the back of it and that sticker on the back, which was just so really, really cool. Am I doing this right? I feel like I keep putting things in wrong. There we go. You know what I need to do is I need to just go row by row and not try, like I'm trying to make a picture like a coloring book instead of actually like going through. Many late nights playing games. Yeah. Well, see now if they had an Atari 2600 model, I would be all over it. That was my console when I was a kid, was the Atari 2600. And yes, far below in quality of the NES. But hey, we got stuff like the E.T. game. Because that was great. Terrible. One of the worst games ever. Oh, so terrible. You're building the rest of the television this weekend and you're so excited. Yeah, it's really great. So check it out. I know the E.T. game. If you don't know about the E.T. game, it has a long and fraught history. But it's really kind of fascinating. Like when you read about it or see about it, they did make a documentary about it. It was one of those things where it was like rushed through to be able to have something for the holiday season, and I believe the movie hadn't even come out yet, so they were kind of going blind a little bit. Yeah, oh man, E.T. was horrible. Absolutely horrible. The one that almost destroyed the gaming industry, indeed, yes. It was the cousin Oliver of the video game world. If you get that joke, more power to you. Congratulations. The cousin Oliver of video games. But yeah, there was a lot of at the time, because E.T. was huge. Like it was a huge deal. And then the movie came out, and people just like that video game, they were like, what were you thinking? Like, what in the heck? Atari are a knockoff brand. Yeah, we were fortunate to have the Atari 2600. I got to find the picture one day of me and my brother on Christmas morning with the Atari 2600, like clutching the box in excitement. It's a pretty great. Reese's Pieces got popular. It's true. Reese's Pieces got very popular after that. I was a fan. Yeah, I got now I had I had a friend who had a computer. Now that's something that we didn't have. Like we had a lot of stuff, but a computer wasn't something that was around our house. But I had a friend who had a computer, and I used to go over to their house to play computer games because I was just fascinated by all of that. Computer, stop. Sorry, she was yeah. Anyway, I had a lot of, I used to go over there and play those games all the time. And there was one called Maniac Mansion. Now, do you know about Maniac Mansion? Because if you do, that talk about nostalgia, that, and then that ended up, I mean, you can still play that now, Maniac Mansion. But I thought it was great because, of course, I was a spooky kid, and anything that had a spooky theme or a monster movie theme or whatever, I was super into. And I loved Maniac Mansion. Time to plug Atari video game burial wiki page. Yeah, computers. Yes, stop equals Star Trek 100%. So, oh no, I better. Well, I know these go up here. They're all gray on the top, right? I'm going to attempt to try and finish at least like this part of it before we complete our day. Well, hello.
Hi, are you talking about completing our day?
Well, I mean,
I'm so sorry I had to step away.
That's okay. We were. I've been working on the tiling here.
Pizza.
It's a mushroom, but yeah.
Oh, you're right. It's because Mario. Why is the mushroom upside down?
It's not. That's the top of it, and then there you can see there's a tiny little stem. I think they should have used the little tombstone piece. Personally,
so
I'm a little confused by that, but
I don't mean to be critical. Look, we've got lots of fun. I gotta say,
Goombas.
I'm completely ignorant about Mario.
Koopas.
I could tell Mario from Luigi. How about that? I know their names.
Super Mario Brandon, hello. How's it going? You know their names.
I know somewhere Brix O'Brien is crying out.
He is. I can hear it. I can hear it all the way across the country. I can hear Brian just being like, what is going on right now? So,
Wilfred asks, computer stop Star Trek?
Yes.
Did I miss that?
Yes, you did.
Oh, okay.
That was a little bit ago.
Yeah, she's named computer.
So we've got, I'm just working on getting this done.
How can I help?
You could do your bag. You have
aren't we building on the same thing?
Yes, but you're doing this bottom part.
Oh, okay. Well, let me get the instructions.
Excellent. So, but yeah, Maniac Mansion. Oh man, was I into that game, and I was terrible at it because there were some parts of it that were timed. I remember that as being one of the first games that I played that had a timing thing where you had to do something on a time. Yeah, more. We were actually talking about that a little bit earlier, and yes, it does look like a pizza.
Thank you.
No, 100%. It does.
Famous Mario pizzas.
Famous Mario pizzas. We were talking about that a little bit earlier, actually. The Chris Pratt playing Mario. I don't know. Like I said, what I said before was I was a fan of him on Parks and Recreation, and then when he became an action star, I was kind of like, not so much.
But he's grown into it, or shrunk into it.
But I don't know exactly if the choice of him for Mario was the. I don't know. It seems like we need star quality. We need a name.
Well, I can see the interview right now. Okay, read your line. It's a me. You're hired.
But what I was saying earlier was that they actually have the original, like the real voice of Mario in the movie as well, playing other roles.
Oh, here, let me just for a moment. I want to. If I go under the red one. I know I'm good, at least to there.
Wait, why don't we take a look at the instructions, because you actually build these on top of plates. That's just the first thing that shows you.
It's bag 17. Okay, well, I will be taking all of these off. I looked at the instructions. The page looked like you just do all of those. See how helpful I am?
No, I liked... I actually thought he was great as Emmett. I love Emmett, and I think he was perfect for that.
But you know who my vote for Mario would be?
Do tell.
Tilda Swinton.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Danny DeVito?
Well,
I guess he's like Grandpa Mario now.
Well, I mean, Charles Martinet's been doing it forever. Hey, Aubrey Kovacs is here. How's it going? Good to see you. Good to see you.
How helpful I am. This is great. I just come in like I was here all the time and get it right.
No, it was a good try. It was a good try.
Well, so I'm going to have to...
You come in, calling mushrooms, pizzas, and...
See, and that's what people have come to expect from...
From you?
From Richard.
More and more, I agree. I think that Danny DeVito could actually pull off Mario pretty good. I mean, it would be a very different kind of Mario.
Then Tilda Swinton?
Hey, get out of my way! Luigi, you mug? Yeah, I think it would definitely be a different take on Mario, for sure.
When did Danny DeVito turn into Edgar G. Robinson?
When he was the Penguin in the 1989 Batman.
Good answer.
See, I got it covered. Danny is like New York Mario, right? Like New York Italian Mario. Absolutely. Look how cool this is. This is really exciting.
I'm barely even working on screen here. Look at that.
All right.
Here, how about over there?
Sure, you want me to pop those on?
Yes.
All right. It looks like... Am I skipping? Yes, it looks like I'm skipping the black ones. Okay. There you go. I know, so many tiles, right? There's like a million tiles on this.
I'm going to build on screen so people can see what I'm doing.
So people can see you putting all of the same color tiles on.
Look at that.
Absolutely.
There. Here, let's put this over here next to the pizza.
Pizza's up there.
I know, but it was funnier. Uh-oh, now I'm filling in with little ones.
So this is, I actually find this very, zen.
Well, like
putting all the little tiles
like
on.
doing mosaics.
It is like doing mosaics, and it looks like...
It is, in fact, a mosaic.
And I think we will have this done enough that you will actually be able to see us put it into the TV and show how it works. So that's kind of exciting. I'm going to try and get this.
Oh, we may actually get done enough in the time I have left.
I think you can do. You can do it, Richard. You can do it. I'm trying to remember who was in the last live-action Mario. Oh, it was John Leguizamo as Luigi. We're talking about the first Mario movie, and it was the guy who was in Who Framed Roger Rabbit. What's that guy's name? Australian actor guy.
Oh, him.
He played Mario. Oh my goodness.
He's Australian?
He is. He is.
Do I have one more, or was that 5?
That was all of them. And now you should. I think the next one is a blue tile.
It is a blue tile.
Yeah, John Leguizamo, and oh darn it, what is that guy's name? The guy who was in Roger Rabbit. Come on, somebody in the chat. I know you will remember. Now that one doesn't go on a plate.
No.
Okay.
This one does.
Perfect. Why can't I remember his name? That's driving me crazy.
How suddenly I was a kindergartner. Now, does that one go on a plate?
Does that one go on a plate?
Do we want it to look like this instead? Maybe?
Do we want to follow the instructions?
No.
Of course not. Why?
Oh
Why would we?
You should see me cooking. Talk about following instructions. Well, I do really good with recipes, actually, but if I don't have an ingredient, then I get creative, and that's when I get in trouble. Right, Flynn?
Yeah.
Okay,
Bob Hoskins, that's it. Bob
you.
Hoskins, thank you. I could not remember that for nothing. My goodness. Oh, it looks like I'm on my last little bit here. This is exciting. Lots and lots of this has been well, I mean, I was saying before that I like this take on tiling because it's not all the same color. Like we have a bunch of different color, like different colors that create a picture, which makes it a little bit more interesting.
Well, I'm glad we have a lot of this sort of Cinderella blue tiles now.
This isn't the Cinderella
or is
blue.
That
this is the like the medium-ish blue.
Blue number 437. Yeah,
Exactly.
these go in those places right there.
And I think if I start now, I probably shouldn't start going all crazy here, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Oh, go crazy.
Go. Oh, that's gonna definitely hold something. Now, if you have not gotten this set, and you like the NES and you like interesting technical builds, it's really fantastic.
What's that? Is that
one
of my first efforts?
I think
that's
perhaps
still there?
Yeah, I think perhaps yes. I am very much looking forward to applying what I learned with this set into other stuff. I want to make another panel for the TV. Unfortunately, choices left me undecided on what to make. Yeah, I was thinking about that myself. Like, what would be cool on here to go? What would really go well with this in this format? And I'm not exactly sure what that would be just yet. I think I saw somebody made a duck hunt one, but I'm not positive of that. I could be wrong.
Well, you wanted to, maybe the project is secret, but you wanted to base one on another television program, didn't you?
Yes, I did want to do a TV show rather than a video game that would, scroll through. How are we doing?
Pretty good.
Awesome. I've got I seem to have some extra pieces, but I know that we're about to decorate. Whoa, look at this. Okay, check out the pipe. Is that right? Can't tell. It goes like this. Check out the pipe. Is really cool. I can't tell if I got this right. Yeah, this is it. Check out those tiles that make up the little pipe. That looks so good. That's so cool.
Oh, and that's one of those that those dweedles come out of, right?
Well, Joel, you are welcome to come over here and straighten out all these tiles.
I know. I was thinking about it.
Richard's moving quickly, so he's doing his best to...
Well, actually, I'm pretty good at straightening tiles, but I don't have, other than my iPad here, I don't have a really hard surface to press them against.
Right. Right, there we go. And...
Okay, I can slow down.
Can you?
Probably not.
No, I was gonna say that doesn't sound like you.
No, I'd rather do it fast and go back and fix it all later at great time expense.
Exactly. Excuse me. So I think, yeah, it looks like these get these. There's a pretty it's a pretty elaborate mosaic, right? Like there's a lot going on here as compared to some of the, oh look, we get our little star, our power star, right? For a TV show mock with a scroll, do the infamous I Love Lucy with a chocolate conveyor belt. Rob, get out of my head.
Wait a minute.
Get out of my head, you.
That is exactly what I did not say because I was keeping the project secret.
Oh, Rob, you know me too well. Oh,
here,
my
look,
goodness.
I'll press them all together. Creating only a certain amount of pain.
Well, they
look at that. Are they straight?
I'm at this point not terribly concerned about. I will go in later. But for the purposes of today, I am okay with what we got going on here, I gotta say. We got our little Goombas up here.
Oh, look. They don't go like this at all.
We have another sort of...
Go on the black one.
We have more question mark blocks, but I don't see any more question mark blocks. Ah, there's one. Question mark block. No, you want to really drive somebody crazy. It's not so much the crooked tiles, but if people who are really into the into Mario is to put these all in a different order and it would drive people bananas.
What you mean because they've figured out their speed run?
Well, because they know exactly where everything's supposed to be, and they get really, you know, because as you know, we were talking about this before. So the question block in the the new Mario question block that came out is based on Super Mario 64, and there aren't any actual question blocks in Mario 64. So the Mario fans were all up in arms. And you know, I get it, but also to me, the way that I look at it as somebody who knows the iconography more than is like super into Super Mario, is that the question block is an iconic piece of Mario iconography, for lack of a better term, and so it makes sense to me.
Well, and let me just put this in the most sensitive way possible.
Oh boy, here we go.
You need to suspend your disbelief a little bit with Lego, right? Give it some slack. It's little plastic blocks.
Well, right,
and
no, but
unless you're gonna build it the size of a
but that's more of a reference. Like there are no question blocks in Super Mario 64, and yet it's a set based on Mario 64, based around a question block. So I can understand it. But I would say that what they did have was exclamation point blocks. But that to me, to the general populace, is less iconic than the question, right? Like even you, who doesn't know a lot about Mario, knows the question block, right?
Yes. Sure. I have not played. I played Mario Kart.
The Laverne and Shirley Beer Factory. Totally.
With like a Lego rubber glove going down the line.
Exactly. So look at that. We completed the thing here. I think it looks really cool. All right, and now the magic is going to happen, y'all. So
hang on a
let's
second.
get that last one on. Crooked tiles notwithstanding.
They're very crooked tiles.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Okay, that's close enough. Now watch it not work because the tiles are crooked.
We are flipping it over, and we're going to put the wheel structure.
Oh, and it says, look, you're supposed to make sure that this is upright.
Oh, right. It's got to be... Is that right?
It's supposed to be centered. Maybe you need to move it off to one side.
Oh, there we go. Yep. And then this one is also supposed to be upright. I don't...
Well, maybe when you roll this
Oh,
around.
you know what? When this came apart, I put it back into the wrong hole. I was like, why isn't it working? Yeah, it needs to be. Sure. It's so one of the things about
Oh, clicky.
Whoa, you got trapped. One of the things about this is it does have to be the gears have to be put on in a very specific way. So there you go. So now there's our gears, are put on in the specific way. But when you put them on, because they aren't the same all the way around because of the axle hole. So it can be a little bit tricky.
I said, oh yeah, but I have no idea what he just meant.
It's okay.
What
Probably
do you
no
mean
one else
because
does
of
either.
the axle hole?
Because of the way the gear is presented on the way the axle hole is, you have to make sure that both gears are put on a specific way. Otherwise, one will be slightly off.
I understand.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna bring this one around.
No, that needs to go in like this, doesn't it? You got it?
Is it? Okay, well, it'll be fun. There's one.
Yeah,
there's the other one.
You have to go a little at an angle.
All right, there's that. We're gonna flip it up like this. So now we can see, right? Bye, Wilfred. We'll see you later.
Bye, Wilfred. That's
Okay.
pretty cool.
All right, and let's bring the TV over.
Oh no, I was wrong about these tiles. They're actually on the top.
Yeah, yes, I discovered that after you departed. Whoops. That feels like... Did it really just go right down on there? Yes, it did.
Wowzy.
All right, so here we go. We're making sure that this is correct, and it is. It's making us make sure that's all correct. And now we will be building the front
I'll
of it
hold this.
off camera, but...
Is that backwards? No, that's right.
There you go.
Oh, and
then
it probably works even better when it's upright.
Right. And then once the TV screen is on, it's going to cover all of this part where you can see the edges, right? You're just going to see this little bit, right?
Here, let's see how smooth is it with it upright.
Now, from what yeah, see, now it's very smooth. So from what I understand, Joel, is that the colored, these colored tiles have something to do with the Mario toy, and it can make little sounds with the electronic Mario toy.
Like with EV3, a color flag, and it responds.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not positive of that, but that's what somebody mentioned earlier.
What,
so.
you say it, I'll totally agree with it.
Okay.
That's absolutely what they're for. Okay, we don't know, but maybe.
So yeah, you can see it does work much smoother when it is upright.
Gravity is your friend.
Just so smart. What a clever design. So
this is, I gotta say, the most stable vertical Lego conveyor belt I've seen.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Right? Because normally they're like, whoa.
So well done, Lego team, on this really fantastic. And here we can actually show it this way.
And of course, it could be motorized too.
And because of that, because of the that little stud that we showed you earlier, it doesn't go backwards. Right. Power functions. Cool. I mean, the thing with power functions is you'd have to gear it down. If you use powered up, you could then control the speed of it with the app, and you might have a little better chance of it not like completely destroying the model. For
power functions, you'd have to really gear it down, like 8 to 40 or 8 to 24 to 24.
Right, because it starts off with a little gear and then moves up to a big gear on the inside. But wow, well,
that's pretty cool.
I hope you enjoyed the journey inside the NES, or at least the television part of the NES, and kind of got to see a little bit about how that all works.
Well, this trick is a big one right there. Using those half-thick lift arms.
Yep. With
the upside down 2x2 with the pin on it was the key to that.
So just a brilliantly designed and put together model. So cool. All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. It's been a fun show as always. We again are in the middle of a build challenge, 2 weeks
challenge.
So next Thursday you'll turn in your Make a Monster builds for our Make a Monster build challenge.
Any
really
size,
cool.
any kind of monster.
Yeah, any kind of monster, anything that you want to do. If you want to do a scene with minifigs, you want to build a monster, you want to do a monster mosaic, it's completely up to you. Make a monster. So, you guys should talk Jessie Graybill into building a Lego dummy, seeing as though she is a master ventriloquist. Fun fact. Wow, Matthew.
I had no idea.
I didn't know that. I had no idea.
We're going to have to reach out for her.
I know, I'm going to have to find out about that. Ooh, you might make an attempt at a stop-motion animation this time. Very cool.
Fun.
So yeah, don't forget, if you would like to, and I think I fixed this, so hopefully we're not upside down. If you want to get a hold of us, you may do so on Instagram at TrickyBricks. You can email me, Flynn at TrickyBricks.com. And if you'd like to send us something through the actual mail system, that would be Flynn and Richard, P.O. Box 11517, Oakland, California 94611. So thanks everybody for joining us.
We
Thank
haven't
you.
said that together in a while.
I know. Thank you to our wonderful mods. Thank you to Yano River Blue for our amazing animations. To Shane Levan and to Monica Berry, who works behind the scenes tirelessly. Maraid, who puts together the slideshows for us. Everybody who comes and supports and helps out. We thank you so much for joining us today. And don't forget, until next time, which we will be here on Sunday at 10 a.m. celebrating somebody's birthday.
Yay!
Sunday at 10 a.m. with our panel of irregulars, Moto, Holly, Blair, and Minifig Chick will all be here.
And Randall.
And Randall, that's right. So until then, please remember to stay safe, stay healthy, wash your hands, wear your mask, get that vaccine as soon as you can, and we will see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Happy building.